questions. Sorry. SAP HANA installation we are discussing. HANA 2.0 installation we are discussing. So HANA installation, we are using the HANA installation can be done using the HDB LCM tools. HDB LCM tools. So when SAP implemented starting from SAP HANA 1.0 SPS 10 onwards, SAP implemented the HDB LCM tools. So from that time onwards, we are doing the installation using the HDB LCM tools here. For installation, we required the root user password is required. Why? Because we cannot use other users. Only root to user and their password is required. Then so we need to set during the installation time, it will ask the system user, then SAP ADM user, then SID ADM user passwords we have to set. We have to set it out. So these are the users which will ask it. Then using the HDB LCM, how we will get the HDB LCM tile? So when you are downloading the HANA database software, when you are downloading the HANA DB software, after you extract the HANA DB software, right? After you extract HANA DB software, you will get the HDB LCM tool. Suppose this is our HANA DB software here, right? Where we placed the file. So this is the HIMDB file you have extracted, right? Then you have, when you extract this file, it will create the one folder that is called the SAP HANA database. How to extract? Using the SAP car command, we can extract it. SAP car -xvf, that we know, right? Then when you extract this file, it will create the one folder. Inside of the folder, we have the files. You can see we have the files are there here. Here, there are the different folders are there. These all are the SAP standard configuration, HANA standard configuration related files here. So it will use internally when you are upgrading here. But these all are the HDB LCM tools here. You can see these binaries. These binaries are the HDB LCM tools here. Using these tools, we can start the installation. Either you want to start the installation in the browser mode, then /HDB LCM web, then it will open the URL in the browser. It will open the, so it will ask us to open the URL. Then we need to open the URL here.
Hello, sir. Sorry to interrupt. But sir, where we are using that SAP car command, because we are using SAP, that Win SAP na, to move that file. So I think
Move the SAR file, you are transfer the, why you are clubbing these two things here, right? Transferring the file is different. Transferring the files are different, right? The transfer the file using Win SCP tool, you have to use it here. Then extracting the SAP files, that ended with the .sar files. So we have to use the SAP car command. We have to use it here, which means SAP car -xvf. Then what is the file name? Then file name .sar file, we have to use it here. So these two are the two different activities. Then what is your confusion here?
sir, like in previous video I have checked, there is no any use, like SAP car not used in that. And you are saying like SAP car we are using to extract exactly which file we can extract here. Like we have
SAR file, yeah, SAR file we have to extract it. If you see it here, let me extract it in front of everybody only. Okay, let me remove the database software. So okay, let me remove
to have SAR extractor on the Linux.
Okay, so here you can see there is no HANA DB software now. Okay, I removed the HANA DB software. So yesterday also I explained about the same, right? So see, I removed the HANA DB's database folder, I removed it. So SAP car file. So with SAD ADM, SAP car internally it will come, but you are using the root user. Then what we have to do? There is a SAP car file is there already here. Then dot slash SAP car, or if you want to rename this file to some other different naming convention, they can rename it. Instead of using that one, using the move command, you can rename it. So dot slash SAP car hyphen XVF. Then what files we have to remove it? Dot SAR files we have to remove it. We have to rename it, right? We have to extract it. Dot SAR file. Any file, either any SAP related files with the naming convention is the dot SAR SAP archive. So this file I am extracting now. This file I am extracting now. See, it is getting extracted. It is created the one data directory. It is created inside of the directory. It's creating the multiple subfolders are creating. It is getting extracted.
Yeah, just now I understand this. After extracting only that HANA database software will be there.
After that, after extracting
Ah.
only you will get the files like these files. You will get it out.
Okay, that is my main confusion.
You will get all those things after extracted only. But here, someone already extracted yesterday when we are doing this one. So directly we jumped into the SAP HANA database. Then we are doing the installation here, right? So here, we are extracting here. We are extracting. So this will take some time. Extracting the softwares and everything, it will take time. So after extracting, so what we have to do? Let me tell you in the another.
Sir, for SAP, for extraction, sir, SAP car file must be there, right, sir?
Yeah, with SAD ADM you are doing, it's not required. But
Okay.
other than SAD ADM you are doing, definitely. So it's not required to do it here. So directly it will use it here. So if with SAD ADM, definitely you don't require the SAR file. Why? Because SID ADM user by default it will get the extracting functionalities. So we specially no need to maintain the SAP file. We have to download it. It's not required. But if
Okay,
you are
sir.
using the root user or any other user apart from that SID ADM user, so we have to download the SAR file. So the command file we have to download it. Then so we can execute -xvf. Then we can give it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Ravi, but when we are doing the kernel at that time, we are doing with SAD ADM. So we have to extract with the .sar file with the car only, right?
SAP car only. SAP car will come in build with SAD ADM user. You no need to we no need to do that one. But other than that SAD ADM you are doing, you need the SAP car file. We have to download it. But if you are using the SAD ADM user to extract the files, you no need to download the SAP car that file. We no need to download it. It will come as part of the your kernel libraries environmental variable. It will come. No need to download it. Especially
Even if you are doing by the host agent upgrade, at that time also without SAP car file, you cannot extract the file with SAD ADM, right?
that time you are using the root user or extracting the SAD ADM user.
As a root user.
Root user, then what I'm saying like other than SID ADM user, which means other than SID ADM user means any other user except SID ADM user. If you are extracting the SAR file with the SID ADM user, you no need to download the SAP SAR file. You no need to download it. If you are using the root user, if you are using the some ABC user, definitely you need the SAR file is required.
Okay. Thank you.
So it is extracting. So it will take time. Very less data, less speed here.
Sir, after extraction, the folder will be by defaultly created like a sum, right, sir? Yeah.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
So after we extract, okay. So let me go to the another host. Maybe it may take time. So here you see the HANA database here. In the HANA database, right? Dot slash. So the extract, after the extract, we will get the HDB LCM files, we will get it out. So normally in the browser level, we can do in the browser level means by opening the URL, by opening the URL. So it will ask us to open the URL. So just to
Sama.
so we just to open the URL. So this just copy the URL. Just copy the URL here, right? So open in the browser, right? So that will help you to open. But here, due to the some issues like ports issues and everything, it will not work. Then in this case, SAP recommending to use with the browser level, sorry, in the command prompt level here. So if you are doing the command prompt level, you can use this one. If you are doing the GA level, you can use this one. If you are using the web browser model, you can use it. But for these two settings, either LCM web browser mode, LCM GUI, in the LCM GUI, we have to do with the in the graphical user mode, we need to set the X clock environmental variable, we have to set it out. Then HDB LCM, we have to use it here. HDB LCM, we have to use it for command prompt mode. So here dot slash HDB LCM. So here I don't see any signature file, no signature file here. So definitely it will ask us the signature file, but signature file is not mandatory. We can ignore it. We can ignore the signature file here, right? So 3 for install, but so it's saying that signature.smf file is missed here. Signature.smf file got missed here. Okay, so here, which means we can ignore it. The signature file got ignore it here, right? So which means dot slash HDB LCM hyphen ignore, then check underscore signature file. Why? Because SAP also giving the same option, like you can bypass we can ignore the option by ignoring option here, right? Means it's a SAP also knows this one. Then we can ignore this command. Then here it is asking do you want to add the actual component location? No.
What
Then
is the use of this signature file here then?
what is
Use of the signature file?
signature file is the signature file contains the SAP trusted one. Why? Because this file you downloaded from the SAP trusted site, there is no manual edition or something like that. That will give you information in the signature file, in the signature SAP trusted signature file here, which means whenever you are doing the SAP standard things, so actually we need to download the zip file. In the zip file, signature file will be there, but we are directly downloading the patches we are downloading. So it's in the patches, you will not get the signature file. For that type of things, we have to change the signature. We have to ignore that signature file. It contains the SAP standard signature file. Signature content, it will contain means signature. So means SAP validated, trusted this file, something like that. Okay. So then option 3 for install. Option 3 for install, we have to use it. So then it will ask the SID. What is the SID? Then what is the host name? So all the information it will ask us now here. So by here, so first thing it will ask what is the installation path. So /ana shared, right? That is the common that we discussed during in the previous classes, in the introduction classes, we discussed what are the software requirements from the HANA, right? What are the hardware requirements? Why? Because HANA is a combination of software and hardware requirements. So coming to the software, so we need the database, client, add-ons or plugins required. Coming to the hardware part, the hardware thing like we need to let the list of file systems are required, like root, right? So USR, SAP, then slash HANA, so data, then slash HANA log, then slash HANA shared. So these are the 5 types of file systems are required here. So slash HANA shared is the installation folder here, right? So that is the reason installation path it is asking the slash HANA shared here. Then what is the local host name? This is our host name here, right? So do you want to add the host to the system? This is the already no. This is kind of a scale out architecture. There is a 2 types of architectures, 2 types of ways, like one is the scale out, scale in. So scale out, then scale up here, scale out and scale out and scale up. Scale up means existing system you need to extend the resources, like so RAM, memory, those things we can extend it here. Scale out means multi-host installation. Multi-host installation means you need the another host is required, you need the another host, which means off part here, some services will run here, some services will run here, which means distributed way here, which means there is no impact. It's kind of like some data is here, some data is here, the 2 hosts will support it here, distributed way. So that's why HANA, it will ask the, do you want to add the host to the system, yes or no, right? So already no, so we can ignore the no option here. So what is the SID you are doing the installation here, right? HD1 is our SID which we are doing the installation, right? Or HD2, okay, whatever it may be. What is the instance number? Instance number is the 2 digits number, 00 to 99, any number you can give it here, right? So here 10 or 20 or 30, whatever you want, you can give it here, or 0101. So group, default groups, right? What type of system you are using here, either production, test, development, whatever it may be, right? So 3, we can use it, backup encryption, that is fine, yes. So and data volume location slash HANA data, and log volume location slash HANA log. So here one good thing is in HANA installation, in the bracket itself, it will give you the answer. Normally we have to manually enter it, but no need to enter it. Here it will come automatically. Then we need to choose it, the recipe default thing. Then we need to click the next button. We need to click the next button, right? So we need to click the next button here. So passwords we have to set from here. The passwords we have to manually give it to the SAP systems here. SAP systems we have to manually give it here. Remaining on the common group, common UID. So this is all automatically it will take it out. Automatically it will create it here. So then once you've done it, all the inputs you have given, so then just do you want to continue, yes or no? Yes, right? So then click on the OK button. Then HANA started installation of these things and everything here. You can see now HANA is getting installed. So might be so suppose if you don't have the proper disk space, proper memory available, so you can say, right, disk is not available, the proper data space is not available, proper memory is not available, proper packages are not installed, like that we may get the lot of errors, we may get it out. So before we do the installation of the HANA systems, the best thing is memory. We should have enough memory, means enough space, enough memory, and the OS should be up to date, and all the RPM packages we have to install it, like compact C++, compact and compact C++ libraries, then so GCC libraries, libatomic libraries, this should be up to date. Then memory, space, all these things are fine, downloaded, you have extracted the software, everything is ready. Then we can start doing the installation, right? Installation will continue to run it here. Approximately it will take 30 to 40 minutes. Installation will continue. Suppose if you do wrong, if you want to do the uninstallation, in the same file you have the SAP, same library we can use for the updating the HANA systems. HDB UPD means update. Uninst means uninstalling the HANA systems here. Uninstallation of the HANA system. Suppose I want to uninstall this HD1. Then click the 2. Okay. Yes, then uninstallation of the that system will be done. Means we can uninstall the HDB, that process uninstallation proper way we can do that one. Proper way we can do that one. So that the memory also will be free and the space also will be free. Everything will be free here. Right? Now space also got free here. So this way we can perform the this activities. This way we can perform the activities in the system, right? So this is the HANA installation, right? I have extracted it. Then you can start the HANA installation, like by going to the SAP HANA DB. Then you can go to the folder. Then you can use the HDB LCM. So before the one SAP INST also we can use it. SAP INST also we can use it here. INST SAP INST also we can use it for so installation, but that is the previously, like before 1.0 SPS 10 before we have to use the SAP sorry HDB INST HANA installation, we have to use that one here. But after 1.0 onwards, SAP introduced the HDB LCM tools. The lot of advantages we can use this using these tools here, right? So that is the one thing here. So once the HANA installation is done, you will get the 7 core process in the operating system level, right? What are those 7 core process means? 7 HANA core process, right? HANA core services are the process we will get it out here. So like HANA installation is a one brand new house you are building. Then inside of that, you will get the family member. Same as like here also, you will get the family members. That is called the HDB. Then index server, then the name server, then pre-processor, then compile server, then web dispatcher, then access engine, then daemon. These are the 7 core process we will get, means 7 core family members we will get in the system. All are in the before in the prefix it will start like HDB something like that, it will start it here. That is your wish. So HDB daemon, HDB access server, HDB HANA database, something like that, right? These are the HANA core 7 process you will get from here, right? So here once the HANA process are installed, when HANA is installed, so we can, it will be started status. It will be started status here. HANA install, it is the started status here. Started status here. In case of, so we can check it out whether the HANA process are running or not. We can check it out by connecting to the SID ADM user. Suppose ECQ is the database which we have installed. In the database, you can connect to the database, just type the HDB space info. After the installation is done, just type the HDB space info. It will give you the information whether if the all the processes are running here, it will give you like all the 7 processes will stay here. Let me see if any other databases we have. So here you see PR7 installed by some other, our colleague got installed, right? But it's a PR7, right? If you go to the here, sudo PR7 ADM, means their SID ADM you need to go. If you want to perform any administration activities for that SID ADM, you need to switch it out. Then HDB info, which means that will give you the the 7 core process will be displayed here. The 7 core process will be displayed here. This is the daemon, name server, compile server, preprocessor, index server, access engine, web dispatcher. So all are under so daemon only. This is the daemon process. HDB, the daemon process here. HDB daemon process here, right?
Hello,
So,
sir.
yes.
So that PR7 still running, then how it come directly here?
That installation is done, final processing is in progress, which means system installed. But thing is the finally there is some delivery units, the post processing steps are there, that is doing. So
Yes.
so that is doing. Here it is process are showing means your HANA database got installed, but not successfully post steps are not done completely, which means your post processing activities are doing here, which means importing the delivery units, some data contents, some other standard data, it is getting imported. So we need to wait for that one. But for example, I am explaining here, just example I am explaining to everybody, saying that, so if the database is up and running, we can see the all the process are started status. Otherwise, we can also check like SAP control command, SAP control -nr, then instance number, then -nr, then -function, then so -function, then get process list. If you check it out, then it will give you the get process list -SAP control function.
Yes.
Yeah, function. Then you will see the all the process are green running means so your HANA database got installed. Suppose our ECQ is not started, right? ECQ is not started. So ECQ ADM, then what I will do, I will copy the same command here. Our ECQ instance number is the 02 here. So if I go ahead here, so 02 here and enter it here, then it will say like, so it's stopped status, which means HANA not started here. Then we can use the HDB space start, So it will start the HANA database. It will start the HANA database here. Now see, HANA database is getting started. So to start the HANA database means, starting the HANA database means you are starting the all the 7 process here. Stopping the HANA database means you are stopping the all the 7 process here. So for start here, you have to use the HDB, the start command, you have to use it. For stop, you have to use the HDB stop command, you have to use it. To check the version information or everything, then you can use the HDB space info command, you have to use it here. So these are the 3 commands will be helpful. So to check. So how can I know whether my database is started or not? One at the version information. To check the status of database, the status of, so your HANA DB, whether the started or up, if you use the HDB info, you will come to know whether all these 7 processes are displayed, your HANA database is up and running, right? So it's not showing in the list, which means your HANA database is stopped status. Then when the HANA is stopped status, you cannot connect from the HANA Studio. You cannot connect it, right? So what is mean by HANA Studio here? HANA Studio is the one of the administrator tool. We can use this tool so to do the administration activities of the HANA database, right? HANA Studio available in your desktop, you can open it. Otherwise, you can go ahead and you can see the search it here. You will see the HANA database folder, then open the HANA Studio here, right? HANA Studio, you can open it here. Here in the HANA Studio, here you can see the list of databases which you have already added, or if you want to add the new database, you can add it here. So ECQ I am starting, but let me try to connect from the studio. If it is connected, at least system database is up. So system database is up here, but we cannot connect to the tenant database. Why? Because still it is not up. Still it is not up completely. Here. So that is the reason. See, it is taking some time. It is taking some time here. Right? But if you see, if we connect to the HDB, if we connect it here,
While installing, we have given this system password. This is the same password we have to use here, right?
Right. In the installation time, whatever the password you have given, same password we have to use it to connect to the our HANA database. But because as I discussed in the earlier, HANA is a multi-container. Whenever you are doing the installation, there are the 2 databases you will get. One is the system DB, one is the tenant DB, system DB. So one is the system DB, tenant DB. System DB, so system DB means in one host, when you are doing the installation, system DB you will get, then on top of tenant database you will get it out, on top of tenant database you will get it out here. So why? Because HANA 2.0 is the multi-container database, multiple databases in one host we can install, means multiple tenants we can create it. So that is the concept here. But by default, G+1, ground floor plus first floor you will get. It's an apartment concept, right? So you will get the G+1 here. One tenant database you will get. So later there is a requirement to install the one more tenant. Then you can install the one more tenant. You can install the one more tenant. You can install the one more tenant like that. So up to 19 tenant databases you can install it. One default database, then one system DB, one default database, 19 additional tenants you can install it here. In one operating system, 19 you can create it. There is a limitations to create it, right? When you are constructing the apartment, there is a limitations number of floors, right? Same as like here as well. Okay, that is the concept here. So here that is the concept of the number of floors and everything here. System DB and tenant DB databases here, right? Same as like when you are adding, by default you got the two. HANA database installation is done. Database also started. It is up and running. We see. Then you can directly log into the HANA Studio. Directly you can log into the HANA Studio. Then you can add it. You can add it here. You can add the database here, right? So then it will say like all the process are started status, all the process are started status here, which means HANA database is up and running status here. This is the system DB. Like that, you can also add the tenant DB also. We have already added. Whenever you close and open it, you need to re-enter the passwords. You have to re-enter the passwords here. Here also the tenant DB we have added here, right? So system DB, tenant DB, both are I have opened here. Both are I have opened here. It is up and running here. What is the version? You can see it here. So in the HANA Studio administration, the first tab is the overview tab here. Here we can see the status of the HANA services, and suppose like what is the overall status, what is the type of system you use during the installation, when was the last restart happened. So August 3rd August you have done the last restart. Is it distributed system? What is the version of the HANA? When was the build time you have done? What is the your Linux version? So SPS 05. Then what is the kernel version? Who is the hardware manufacturer? What are the installed plugins you have done it? And what is the memory levels? And what is the disk usage here? Then what is the CPU usage here? Here, this is the refresh button. If you keep on refreshing, then it will update it here. It will update it here. What is the refresh? Then all the information you can see it here. All the information you can see it here. Okay. So this is the HANA thing. This is the overview page here. In the overview page, we can see the overview. Normally, when you purchase any book, there is a index page. If you open the index page, it will come to know in which page you have this unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, and what pages, all the just glance you will see. Same as like in the HANA Studio, the first tab is the overview tab here. In the overview tab, it will give you the information about all the services are started or stopped status, and also system usage, and also it will give you the version information, when it was the last restart, what is the memory usage, what is the CPU usage, what is the disk usage. So all the information it will be listed in the overview page. By seeing the overview page, you will come to know if everything is green, then we are good. So something wrong with the CPU usage, then why? Because there is a upgrade, S4HANA upgrade is running on this host. That is the reason there is a S4HANA upgrade is running on. There is a high load is running. So there is a high load is running here, S4HANA upgrade. So that is the reason the host is heavily used by the S4HANA system. So that is the reason the CPU utilization is very high here. CPU utilization is very high here. So after the upgrade is completed, then it will come back to the normal status. That is the common temporary issue. We can ignore it here. We can ignore it here. So that is the first phase here.
Distributed system here, and we said no.
Sorry.
Distributed system.
Distributed system means multi-host. In the installation time, it is asked, right? Do you want to install the multi-host or something like that? So there is a one question it is asked, multi-host or something. So we clicked the no button here. So then that is the multi-host. Distributed means multi-host, scale out architecture. It is a scale out architecture here, which means do you have another host where you have distributed the your services, your database SID, that is called the distributed host here. So we don't need, this is not the distributed one, this is a scale up environment. So by seeing this one, whether it is distributed or not, we can see it's no means it's not the distributed. Yes means, so which means the system, the same SID is installed in the another host as well. That information will be displayed here. Okay, so that is the overview tab here. Then if I go to the landscape tab here, in the landscape tab, we can see the list of process here. So landscape related list of process here. Like we have the compile server, name server, preprocessor. So these are all the process list we can see it here. All the process list we can see it here. So web dispatcher, preprocessor, name server, index server, these are the additional process which we installed it manually. So for the DIA functionalities purpose, we installed it. Then daemon, compile server. But by default, you will get only 7 process: compile server, daemon, index server, name. This is manually we did it. So there is some S4 HANA is required, that is installed automatically. So which is not come as part of the installation. As part of the installation, you will get only this 7 process you will get in the HANA database level. That information we can see it here. That information, so whether it is all are active, what is the host name, what is the port number for that one, what is the service, and what is the in startup time here, what is the CPU utilization, what is the memory utilization by the process. Then so all the used memory, all the information we can see it here. All the information we can see it here. Okay, so this is about the landscape information, which means here this is the separate thing. So this is the in the services file, we can see the services of the all the HANA family members overview page. We can see it here in the graphical level. We can see the live utilization, live CPU utilization, live memory utilization, all those things we can see it here. All those things we can see it in the landscape information here. Okay, so that is the one thing here, right? So what you have to do now, you need to, so after you need to connect one of the system, right? You keep on installing, maybe that you can do it. So but ECD CCQ system is available, so that is always running status. So instance number is the 02, then you can connect to the ECQ. Then HANA Studio, you can connect it the ECQ system, you can connect it. Then you can check the first 2 tabs for today, overview tab and a landscape tab. You can do it. Okay, that is what you have to do it here, right? So one more thing is, after you've done the installation, then immediately do the uninstallation as well. Why? Because it won't impact the others as well. If you do, if I see with the morning level, there are the 20 databases got installed here. There's a 15 plus around 20 databases got installed. So which means definitely system will suffer from the